This is the gear you'll need to go full-time in 2025. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm a full-time photographer from the UK with over 14 years of experience. If you're dreaming of becoming a professional photographer, I'm here to show you what gear you'll need in 2025. Full disclaimer, I'm not a massive gearhead, and although everything I'm recommending is Canon, you can chop and change. Most manufacturers have roughly the same lenses, roughly the same prices in those ranges. First things first, cameras. And if you're serious, you're going to need two identical camera bodies. Trust me, you don't want a camera breaking in the middle of a job. I also keep two backup bodies to my two main bodies, which are my old Canon 1D Mark 1s. So my recommendations would be either a Canon 1DX Mark II, you can get those for about £1,500 each secondhand. Probably the better option is the Canon R5, you can get those secondhand for about £2,000 each. Moving on to lenses, starting off with the 17-40 f4. This is a super reliable, super rock solid lens. I've been using mine for 10 years and it hasn't missed a beat. Second is the ultimate workhorse, the 24-70 f2.8. This is an absolute must-have for me, and you can get these for about £1,500 secondhand. Thirdly is the 70-200 f2.8. This is your ultimate lens. Personally, my favourite lens. I use this more than any other in my bag. I much prefer the older models with the internal zoom element as opposed to the newer RF models with the external zoom where it comes in and out. I'm not a massive fan of those, but you can get these for roughly about £1,500 secondhand, which is a great bargain. Bonus lens time. I couldn't live without my Canon 400mm f2.8. However, £12,000 is a lot of money to be spending on a lens. I wouldn't recommend it wholeheartedly to go out there and buy it if you're just starting out. However, you can pick up the Canon 400mm f4 secondhand for about £1,500, £2,000. If you're going to be shooting a lot of sport, wildlife or anything like that, I would recommend having a telephoto, super telephoto lens in your bag. I personally have always had one over 14 years, either a 400mm or a 300mm. Yeah, fantastic lens, also very good for shooting portraits. Lastly, flash guns. Get three of it, the identical flash gun. You don't need to break the bank with these. You can get second-hand ones for around £150 each. Job done. So let's look at the total breakdowns. With the Canon 1DX Mark IIs, you're looking at a rough total of £8,200. And with the Canon R5s, you're looking at a total of £9,400. I've added £200 here because you'll need the RF to EF adapters for the camera. Is that more money than you initially thought? Let me know. If you do think it is a lot of money, and I 100% agree that is a lot of money to be spending on camera gear. However, I tend to work on a life cycle for cameras for about 4 to 5 years, lenses 10 plus years. So if you break that down over the lifetime of your gear, and I've picked stuff which should last that lifetime, it comes out at about £150 a month, which I don't think is too bad if these are the tools of your trade and what you're making your livelihood from. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll see you soon.